is Scoop with Coop. This is Scoop with Coop. Ooh. This is Scoop with Coop. This is Scoop with Coop. Yeah. This is Scoop with Coop. This is Scoop with Coop. Ooh. This is Scoop with Coop. This is Scoop with Coop. Back and I'm better than ever. Back and I'm better than ever. Yeah. Back and I'm better than ever. Back and I'm better than ever. Yeah.
They're not moving me. They're not moving me.
No. It's about to get real juicy.
This is the Scoop with Coop. I'm your host, Coop, and I haven't seen y'all in a while, baby. I look different, I feel different, I even smell different. So I'm gonna come a little different, baby. On this episode, I have a few familiar faces, and y'all might have missed them just as much as I did. But today I call it the Ja Morant Special. I also need to get into who's gonna win the MVP. And you know the NFL offseason started, but today I have with me Flu and also have Brandon.
What's good?
Oh yeah, we back.
Back, better than ever. Let's get into it. Let's talk. I'm ready.
Coop, didn't I tell you to turn that TV on?
How far?
Yep.
Right now?
He the GOAT.
You sick.
Number one.
You crazy.
Some of them don't got the eye for it.
I feel like both of y'all are being a little disrespectful with all the respect to the champs thing. You see 2 to 3 people a game trying to block you? People don't understand the impact. Both of those 2 teams, they're not moving me. Cause it's about to get real juicy. It's about to get juicy.
This is the Scoop with Coop. I'm your host, Coop, and like I said, we back and we better than ever, baby. But this right here, this the Ja Morant Special. Because it's like, I don't know what was going through my man's head. We can be young and dumb, but we cannot mess up the bag. Okay? So, right here, before we start, I'm gonna drop this little excerpt clip about when him and Jalen Rose had a conversation about.
You're 23 years old. You're a superstar. You're one of the faces of the NBA. What has the last 10 or 11 days been like for you, and how are you doing?
Me personally, I feel mentally good that I haven't, been in, many years. I'm in a space where I'm, very comfortable. I was constantly, talking to therapists. I've been doing, Reiki treatment. I've been doing anxiety breathing, different stuff to, help me manage that and, release, all that stuff from my body.
When did you say, I'm gonna do this and it's necessary?
After I made a, terrible mistake, being inside a club and, went live, I put myself in, a bad position. And also it's, my daughter. There's times where she even tell me if she's, had a bad day. And I felt like, if she can tell me that, then, I can be able to go and talk to somebody as well.
You at the spot, Shotgun Willie's. You are holding a gun. And we both know how dangerous that can be. Whose gun were you holding?
The gun wasn't mine. It's not who I am. I don't condone any type of violence, but I take full responsibility for my actions. Made a bad mistake, and I can see the image that I painted over myself with my recent mistakes. But in the future, I'm gonna show everybody who Ja really is, what I'm about, and change this narrative.
So after hearing that, I want to know y'all's opinion about what are the biggest effects that's going to occur after this Ja Morant situation.
Yeah. With Ja, it's an interesting dynamic that he's in right now, just because this is really like one of the first times we've seen, other than the Gilbert Arenas, obviously, but where a star athlete is got caught up with, basically a gun, and I think his legacy for sure is like in question more than anything. Like the bag, even though it's a little bit messed up, he still has that. You know, that's not really going anywhere. But I think more so than anything, his legacy is like the biggest drawback that, you know, we know how the NBA work. You know, that legacy and your image outside the league really carries how your career is gonna go moving forward. Facts. So, you know, that's me. That's how I feel. I feel like the legacy for sure.
Bro, I think in this situation, the worst part about all of it, bro, is that he's now put a spotlight on himself.
Facts.
And now every little thing that Ja does, or if anything happens in the future where he has any altercation, I mean, the NBA is going to look at that way deeper than they would if it was his first time ever having any. Right. I mean, let's be for real. Everybody has guns, right? But, I mean, when you're a superstar like Ja Morant, and you got kids and you got people that look up to you, bro, your image means a lot. So the fact that, you know, you on camera in the strip club, that's stuff we all do, but you got to know when and where to present that, you know, that kind of stuff. And you definitely shouldn't do it online on social media. So I think he definitely tainted his image as an NBA player, not only to the league itself, but to the people that look up to him. I honestly think it's going to affect his team, bro, because, you know what I'm saying? Now you put your team in this situation. You already we all saw the interview. You're not worried about nobody in the West. As soon as you say that, y'all lose 10 games straight. So, I mean, your team is already, you just continue to put your team in a tough spot. And you know, they got to deal with if you're going to be here, if you're going to be suspended, if you're not going to be suspended. So, I mean, I definitely think it was a dumb move by Ja. I do think he can recover from it. I think he is taking the proper steps and getting the help he needs, and to understand that, you know, you're not that same kid 5 years ago who was coming up, bro. You got a name now. You got money now. So you got to carry that with you everywhere you go. Camera's going to be on you. Eyes going to be on you. Everybody waiting on you, your downfall. So I definitely think that his team will be affected by it, his image for sure. You know, hopefully he can get this all situated so he don't fumble the bag. Because, I mean, the bag he getting right now, that's a legit bag. He needs to hold on to that for sure.
No, for sure.
But I think he'll be all right. I mean, you know, mistakes happen.
For sure.
He'll be cool. He'll bounce back.
The way I look at it is, I named 3 things for my effects. I start with family, then I go to team, then I go to the bag, okay? Family. We live in a time where sometimes fathers are not given the flowers for being around for their children. And then you have T. Morant, who you can't say is never around for Ja Morant. So that's not nothing I'm going to pull out the sky. Oh, maybe if his father was in this. That can't happen. He's in every game. As far as I've heard, he's the team barber. So he's very involved in Ja Morant's life, and he's been for a while now, okay? His whole life. So that's family. Because then you got people out here like Cameron coming out here like, when the last time you heard a lot from Cameron, bro?
A lot.
Like, you know, he's coming out bashing T. Morant being a father.
Right.
What do we know about him being a father? All we know is that he's been there supportive.
Yeah, that's all we see.
Can T. Morant stop you when you were 23 from going to the strip club?
Not at all.
He can't.
Now
okay?
all that money.
You know what I'm saying? Pictures were leaked, so we saw how much money he threw. It was a lot of money. So then we look at it, that's affecting a family. He has a little sister who's involved. You know she's getting questions about it. You know T. Morant's getting questions about it.
His daughter.
His daughter, like, this is bad, okay? So that's one, family. 2, team. We're looking at the same Grizzlies team. I don't remember the current record. I mean, the record they had with him when he wasn't playing last season, but it was amazing.
Right.
Okay, so without him in the past 6 games since he hasn't played, since everything's happened, they're 3-3. Right. But be real with yourself. Going into the playoffs, who are the Grizzlies without Ja Morant?
They done.
Okay, so right now they're sitting 3rd in the West, they're 3-3, but without Ja Morant, we're not looking at them to beat that 5th seed. Like, we're not looking at that. We don't really care. The West is competitive, okay? So that's team. Sure. You're hurting your team. I'm not going to call him selfish, but what he did was pretty selfish. Yeah. Now, going back to the bag, he's in jeopardy of losing a Powerade deal.
Brother.
He's missing 10% of the season through the 8-game suspension that's just now about to start. That's not involving the games he's already missed that he didn't get paid for, okay? So you're missing 8 games of pay. You're in jeopardy of losing a Powerade deal. You're 23, okay? You're 23. Now keep in mind, when you lose these deals, do you expect them to reach out and do business with you again?
Nah. Somebody else coming.
Somebody else coming, but with you.
Yeah, nah.
You lose that. You lose that opportunity. And this is right after signing that deal with Nike, getting your own signature shoe after they dropped Kyrie for posting an anti-Semitic film. Now, would you rather have a video posted to your social media or have somebody in the strip club waving a pistol on camera? I'm not gonna get into that.
We all know that.
But we all know. Okay? So that's just is family, team, and money. Can he shake back? I think Ja Morant can shake back. I'm rooting for him. I hope everybody's rooting for him. All this stuff about him seeking help, I'm going to just put it on record. I'm not buying none of that. Because 23-year-olds make a mistake, okay?
And he's going to continue.
He's going to continue to make mistakes. But you know what the biggest mistake, what hurts a lot of people in this day and age?
Social media.
It's it right here, man. This is social media. Because peep this. Let me ask y'all a question. James Harden, we in Houston. James Harden been in the strip club.
All the time.
Never knew.
Little baby.
We never knew.
In the mix.
Ja Morant, that's not his first time. He went after they lost a game in another city. Yeah. You think that's the first time he's done that?
Absolutely not. Absolutely. And it's not the first time he had a pistol either.
Okay. But you know what the problem was? Let me go on Instagram Live. so that's the problem, okay? Yeah. I'm going to leave Ja Morant alone. I'm rooting for him. But let's talk about the most valuable player, okay? It's heating up, dog. It's heating up.
I don't know.
Then we're going to talk about 3 candidates. I don't know if y'all have anybody else in y'all race. But as of today, Joel Embiid took over as the favorite in Vegas to win the MVP. The top 3 candidates are Embiid, Jokic, and that man Giannis. How do y'all feel about the current MVP race, man?
I love those because my answer was Embiid. I feel like it's good that him and Harden are together because they have 2 similar careers of like they've been shysted. Like Embiid should have 2 MVPs for sure.
Yeah.
Indeed, like he should definitely have. So it's like to hear that, I didn't even know, but I just knew off rip. I was like Embiid, like this is his year. Like I said that game 1.
Yeah.
Like beginning of the season, like Embiid is coming to show y'all that the Jokic stuff, we done with that.
Yeah.
That stuff is done. Like I'm here. But we gonna get into the other stuff. I'm gonna say MVP, Embiid. You know, that's mine.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that, bro. Embiid this season, bro. I mean, he's leading the league in scoring.
That's
I mean, he's literally, bro. When he wants to be, I don't think anybody in the league can stop him. Yeah. When he's in that mode, which I think he's been in that mode all season, I don't think anybody in the league can compete with Embiid, bro. Jokic is good. Jokic is great for his team. You know, I think Jokic at this point, he's back-to-back MVPs, right? I think we're used to seeing that from Jokic. We know what we're gonna get from Jokic at this point. Giannis is the same way. We know what we're gonna get from Giannis. He's an NBA champion, NBA MVP, Finals MVP. Like we know what we're gonna get from them, right? Embiid, bro, up until this point in his career, you know, it's kind of up and down. We don't know, you know what I'm saying? Even in the playoffs, we don't know what we're going to get.
Injuries, too.
Injuries, all of that has been a part of his career. But this year, it just seems different, bro. It seems like he's taking that step, and he wants to be that guy. He wants to lead his team to the Eastern Conference Finals and potentially NBA Finals. And, hey, like I said, he's averaging 30 a game, bro. I think he's taking over as the front runner, and I think he will finish the season as the MVP for sure.
He gotta finish the season and win. If he does not win the MVP, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm gonna be very upset.
The window might be closing if you don't get it this year, for sure.
For sure.
Okay.
If he don't get it this year, then I don't see, because we got everybody coming in that's getting better. Like, these young guys is, taking over.
They are.
Yeah, taking over.
The way I look at it is this: the past 3 years. I mean, what I'm not gonna do is ignore greatness. These 3 dudes have been in the MVP conversation for the past 3 years.
They're all top 5 players, bro.
And it will be a shame, it would be disgusting for me to not put them in the top 5 or shame somebody who throws those 3 in the top 5, okay? Most valuable player race 3 years in a row. Now, the way I look at this is how I break it down, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm never wrong, okay? I look at Embiid and Giannis as the 2 most dominant players in the NBA.
Facts.
I think of Jokic as the person who has the most control over anyone in the NBA as far as like his team goes.
Yeah.
He controls the offense.
Yeah.
He's top 5 in assists in the league as center.
That's crazy.
He's top 5 in rebounds. Top 5 in rebounds. And then his field goal percentage, his efficiency is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that's controlling. You might check a box score one day, and Jokic might put up 12 shots.
Yeah.
And make 9.
Yeah.
But he got 20 boards and 15 assists.
Crazy.
And they win. Okay? So his argument, I mean, when he had triple doubles this season, I think they were 25-0. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, they're number 1 in the West. But when he saw that boy Embiid this year, he gave him that work.
Embiid took that personal.
He took it personal.
Very personal.
Okay? So I have Giannis, the best team in the East. I think he should be in the top 3. I mean, dude, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's one of the greatest ever. I am going to say it off the record. He's the best player in the world. He's the best player in the world.
Right now?
Right now, he's the best player in the world.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry.
That dude motor is insane.
It's crazy. He don't even be going full every game.
He don't.
Okay? But Embiid, that Joel Embiid, you know what's going to separate him? He's already the favorite. He's about to go, I think he's going on a 4-game road trip against the West. You see the Suns that are KD-less, okay? Still a good team.
Yeah.
You have a matchup with, let me think. I know you have a matchup with the Joker. That's all I really care about.
Yeah.
You see him again this year. I want everybody to turn that game on because it's popcorn. My MVP this year,
it's coming from that game, right?
it's coming from that game, baby. It's Joel Embiid, the league's top scorer, dog. Okay? But thinking about going deeper into this season, we're getting closer to the playoffs. Who do y'all feel is trending upward as far as production and trending downward as far as teams going East and West?
Trending upward. 3 East, 3 West?
Just trending in the right direction.
Just
Because I remember last season, I made the call. I said the Celtics going to be in the finals, and I was looked at crazy. But at this point in the season, they were turning it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they weren't good pre-All-Star break. Post-All-Star break, they started hooping.
Crazy.
This is what it's about.
Yeah.
I would say trending upward. Oh, that's a good question. Trending upward. I'm going to go Philly. Philly's trending upward. I'm going to go the Warriors. They're trending upward. People was kind of little, how soon they forget. We ain't going to get into that. How soon they forget. I'm not much of a Warriors fan, but trending upward. Even though they just lost to the Clippers, I still think they good. And my third trending upward, I would say is the Lakers.
The Lakers are nice.
I wouldn't want to see him in the second game series. Healthy, woo!
Hey, you heard it from. Hey, I'm not a fan of none of these teams. I'm a realist, and I think those are my 3. if I was to go downward, I'm going Boston. They're trending down. The Grizzlies.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna hate me, but the Nuggets.
The Nuggets? I'm not mad at it.
I think the Nuggets are trending down.
Yeah. Nah, I agree 100%. Lakers. Right now, trending over the Lakers, bro. I mean, Bron, we all know Bron's been out with a foot injury. Hopefully, you know, that's not something that he can. That's something that he can come back. Yeah, he's coming back. Everybody saw the Instagram.
He's
post,
too excited to.
Yeah.
Like if he was not coming back, he wouldn't even did the handshake.
Like I ain't gonna lie, them boys there, man. Hey, shout out to Rob Pelinka, bro. He made some real moves.
He made some moves
that needed to be made, man. And them boys definitely trending up. But like I said, healthy. I don't know a team in the West that want to see them in a 7-game series.
7 game.
You know? The way AD been playing, bro, like I said, as long as he can stay healthy and when Bron get back, they only get better.
Yep.
They don't get worse. They only get better. They got some shooters out there now. They got some defense out there now. Hey, man, 7-game series, I wouldn't want to see the Lakers. That's just me. Also trending upward, bro. And it's going to sound crazy because they're the #1 team in the East. But the Bucks are trending upwards, and let me tell you why.
It's crazy. I was thinking that.
I didn't want to say the Bucks because
they're the #1 team.
They're nasty.
So, but bro, no Chris Middleton for half the season.
Facts.
Giannis has been out of the lineup. You traded for Jay Crowder at the deadline. You still got Drew Holiday at point guard, one of the best two-way guards in the league.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
They got Joe Ingles.
Oh, man. They got shooters, bro. They got Brook Lopez, one of the best defensive big men in the league, bro. I know they've been there all season, but, bro, they haven't even been together the whole season, bro.
Right.
When they're healthy in the East, and they're coming out the East, bro, ooh-wee. And they got that man Giannis. We all know what he's capable of, so... I mean, I know they're #1, bro, but I think the Bucks are still trending upward, and they still got another level that they can reach.
Right. I agree.
Another team that I really, really like in the East as sleepers right now, bro, and I don't think nobody really paying them no attention. It's the Knicks, bro. It's the Knicks. Hey, them New York Knicks, hey, they got something special over there in New York going right now. I love the way Randall is playing. A lot of people not realizing Brunson been out. Brunson been out for the last 3-4 games.
What's his name? Quickly?
Bro, that's what I was just going to say. Quickly, in his absence, Quickly has dropped, 38? He's been averaging about 18 to 20 a game. Hey, man, the Knicks are a team to watch for in the East. Trending down, this is the obvious choice, the Brooklyn Nets. They're sitting at the 6th seed right now in the East. We all know what happened to them. They've derailed. I think they still might have a chance if they finish the season strong. They might be in the play-in, but I honestly don't see them competing with anybody in the East right now.
At all.
Another team, let me see. Who else is trending downward? Bro, this is another crazy one because they made a big move on the deadline too, but I think the Mavs are trending downward, man. I love the Kyrie addition, but it's just not clicking yet. I mean, Luka, we all know Luka is ball dominant. He's probably the most ball dominant player in the league, and I just think in the playoffs when it comes down to the playoffs, because you get everybody's best shot in the playoffs, and I just think that they're not gonna have it all the way together yet. I still think they're missing some pieces on the interior. I love Christian Wood, but he has to be a little bit more of a dog in order for me. Yeah, he needs to be a little bit more aggressive. He needs to be more of a dog, I think, for the Mavericks to see true success. Like I said, they still got two of the best scorers in the league. So if them two catch hot in Luka and Kyrie, then who knows what'll happen. But I don't see them ascending in the playoffs like they did last year. I see them kind of descending and maybe, running into a first round or second round exit this season. But
very possible.
Out of those teams, man, I think those are the teams I got trending upward, and then those are obviously the teams I got trending downward.
That's a great list. I ain't gonna lie. Both of y'all open my eyes. I'm like, yeah, they not hooping. They not hooping. That Mavericks when I was like, ooh. And what I did, I pulled the last 10. The Mavs in the last 10, they're 4-6, okay?
That's not good.
It's not good. It's nasty, okay? They're dealing with injuries and out the lineup.
Yep.
We're gonna look at, but I'm gonna start with downward, then I'm gonna go to the positive. Downward, of course, the Mavs. The Nuggets. The Nuggets.
Yeah.
Okay? You can't. Okay, they just lost 4 straight. The number 1 in the West. You lost 4 straight. You lost some teams you shouldn't have lost to. You can't continue to have bad shooting nights. This is the same team that were like, okay, Jokic got to get out the first round. Yeah. It's getting towards that time, and you going cold? Yeah. This is not the way to move, okay? That's 1. Right. 2, I'm going to backdoor what you said. You said the Warriors are upward. I halfway agree. It's a reason I'm going to say downward, and it's been weighing on me for the past week.
It's the road games.
It's the road games.
I knew it.
Okay, you don't have Wiggins. You don't have Wiggins. He's going to deal with a personal matter. He's your dog.
That's a huge
hit.
I forgot about that too.
But then we look at it. You lose the past, not 5. We didn't lose. I said the Nuggets lost the past 4 games. The Warriors have lost the past 10 road games. Yeah. You can't do that. Because look, in the playoffs, do you play every game at home?
Not at all.
Okay, so you dropping all them games. We understand the greatness and what y'all have done in the past. And I still have faith they can do it again. But that's going downward. You can't do that. One more team I'm going to say trending downward. Let me think, man. Let me really just think. Because it could have been the Clippers a week ago. Yeah. But then I had to switch it up on them boys, okay? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and go with the... I'll go with the Suns, okay? Yeah. The reason I'll go with the Suns is... Okay, you went all in the KD.
You lost your bench.
But you remember what you lost, okay? You lost your Cam Johnson, who would have been available. You lost your Mikal, who we know is a 2-way goon. Brooklyn Bridges, okay? Yeah. You lost Mikal. So it's like, now, who are we leaning on? We're leaning on CP to carry you through the playoffs, who I don't want him to get injured. But, man, he's been getting injured.
He has a history of injuries.
He has a history of injuries. You got crybaby Aiden. And then you have Devin Booker, and everybody, if you know me, you know I am the biggest Devin Booker hater in the world. I don't like Devin Booker. He get buckets though. Yeah. But he get buckets.
He said he get buckets.
He will shoot that pill, you feel me?
He said he get buckets.
I'm a realist. I just don't like Devin Booker, okay? That's downward. Now let's look at teams that's trending upward. I heard you say the Knicks. Yeah. And even as bad as RJ Barrett has been some games, we've been getting some 25-plus nights from dude. Yeah. He's hooping. Yeah. Okay, so that's one team. I'm not going to include them, but one team, it's on my chest. They're not being respected. I mean, Houston's own, man. It's like, he just hit a game winner. It's De'Aaron Fox. We talking about the Kings, baby.
That was
we talking about the Kings.
That was my I forgot team.
How much respect are we gonna put on them going into the playoffs? Man. Cause Sabonis is balling. Oh my goodness.
Can't forget about them.
They're 8-2 in the past 10, y'all. And I'm talking about they're playing the same schedule as some of these other teams. Like this isn't nothing I'm gonna just sweep under the rug. They're hooping, okay? Fox, it's All-Star break. 30 bomb, boom, boom. Going crazy, okay?
For sure.
Another team that I'll say that's trending upward, baby. Y'all took it out of my mouth, but the Bucks are my favorite in the East. Ooh. And I used to be a big Bucks fan, but when they got Joe Ingles and then you brought Jay Crowder, people wasn't really hearing what I was talking about. Because where Jay Crowder goes, I'm sorry, but that's where you get a finals appearance. And you can like him or not. But Jay Crowder done been there before.
A lot of times.
Okay? So you add Joe Crowder, you got Chris Middleton coming back. They are nasty. They are nasty. Let me pull another team from the East. Because I'm going to pull this one out the hat. Okay? The 76ers. What you're getting out the 76ers is amazing.
Amazing.
You have somebody who's hungry.
I hope they stay that way.
They're hungry.
Yeah.
You have James Harden who is hungry. It's a reason he's there this year. He's hungry. He's hungry.
I hope he is, man.
So,
he's hungry.
I really want to see that for James.
Joel Embiid is hungry. Yeah. He's showing. He's not saying much. He hasn't said anything.
And that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna keep it a stat. Like, I was telling someone about this yesterday. I'm glad you said that about Harden. Like, reason why I asked is because it's like, James, year 14 now, right? There should be no smiles. Like, he still be smiling on the court for me. And it's like, they have shysted you so much in your career that it's like you should be like year 14. Like I shouldn't see no pearly whites. Like you getting bucks. Like just he should almost be Kawhi out there. Yeah. Honestly, this year I should see just his beard. I shouldn't even see his like. It's just
this hoop.
Be a dog.
Be a dog because if he does be a dog. That's why I say I got the same trending upward. Like Philly, nobody stopping him. No. I mean, you get Harden game is more complete now. You know, of course he was scoring back then more, but he's way more efficient now with basketball.
Nah, 100%.
100% more efficient. So you put that dog of just knowing how to get that bucket and be efficient and know that this is serious. You're unstoppable. You're a complete player. You're with Embiid, who's arguably Shaq of today with a jumper.
Dude has so much skill.
So much. Like
I was in my room the other day and I saw a clip and I was like, I'm thinking about just big men with skill. Shaq, we consider him the most dominant ever. But when I look at Embiid, and when he catches the ball at the free throw line, and then he takes a jab still. And then if he drives, you have to foul him and what's the and one. But then he can pull up. The skill, he can take the ball up the court. He can.
Bro.
We are watching Yao Ming.
Nah, that boy got
on the low key. Cause Yao had the jumper and all that too.
But he couldn't just bang.
He couldn't bang. But that's what we're watching like Yao and Shaq, like a mixture of both. Yeah, like it's like an offspring, like crazy work.
That boy got good feet.
Bro.
He might be a crazy left tackle.
No.
He got good feet, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Before we end this segment, I'm gonna sprinkle a little flavor in it. I'm gonna tell y'all the scoop, because a lot of people don't really talk about this. Before we end, James Harden is one of the greatest shooters ever. And that's just some James Harden love. He's one of the greatest shooters to ever touch a basketball, and we don't talk about that often. It don't matter what you pull up.
He shoot that thing out the dribble.
He can shoot it any way,
catch a shoot,
in your face, but this is not, we don't talk about that. So I just want to sprinkle in, that's my scoop of the day, okay? So looking into the NBA, it's coming towards the playoffs, and I can't wait. This is a Scoop with Coop. I'm your host, Coop, and we'll be right back after this break.
I'm just here to tell you, it's hot outside. Y'all ain't got nothing better to do. Pick y'all up a bottle of water, okay?
This is a Scoop with Coop. I'm your host, Coop, and we back. And you know I had to sprinkle a little NFL in it. We're going to keep it short and sweet, but it's the off season, and it's been going crazy this week, okay? So, looking at teams on paper and the moves they made this past week, who looks scary, like on paper, just on paper? It's early. Who looks scary?
I'm going to go Dolphins first.
For sure. And Jalen Ramsey was crazy.
That was a crazy move. I don't think people understand how much they needed some secondary. And you got Jalen, and that's crazy. Yeah, on paper, they are scary. It's crazy. I don't know, man. The Browns, they still scary on paper. Yeah, they still got to show, you know.
4 year Deshaun is
full
crazy.
Year. We got a 4 year coming in, so I'm going to go Browns, still scary on paper. Yeah. Still got Chubb, got Cooper.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a good one, I ain't gonna lie.
You got all them. My third, I'm trying to think. Let me think. Scary on paper, we gonna go Jets. Once that A-Rod deal hit the paper, defense was already stout. You got Breece Hall coming back off that injury. You got A-Rod possibly getting Odell, or his receivers that he's possibly wanting. So I go A-Rod with weapons and a tough defense in New York. You know, you got Sauce, defensive player, you know, of the year. You know, you got, that's my 3. Yeah, I'm gonna go them 3. Dolphins, like I said, that Ramsey, Browns, off of just, they were winning games when Deshaun came back, and you know, they just didn't make the playoffs. And then I'm gonna go, my last team. So.
Yeah, scary on paper. I'm a roll with Miami. I agree. I think everybody can agree to that. I mean, just imagine you on offense. You know, if they stay healthy, if Tua stays healthy, you got to deal with 2 of the fastest receivers in the league. Like Tyreek Hill, we all know what he's capable of. Jalen Waddle's up and coming. I think he's a star in this league. You know, they traded for Jeff Wilson at the end of last year. He's a good addition to their backfield. And who knows? Free agency's still rolling, so who knows? You know what I'm saying? A little Zeke action to Miami don't sound too crazy. You know, I feel like that's a great third down back for them to have. You know, a red zone back. So I think right now they look crazy on paper. Gotta roll with the Jets, of course. We all know A-Rod deal is not final, but it's final. It looks like he's going to be in New York, which, honestly, bro, last year, if they had a quarterback, who knows what kind of noise they make in the playoffs?
Bro.
Who knows? They got one of the best defenses in the league. Sauce Gardner has already proven himself to be one of the best DBs in the league. Breece Hall, you know, he got hurt last year. He'll come back healthy. You had the offensive rookie of the year in Garrett Wilson. You still got Elijah Moore. You know, like I said, that free agency train is still rolling. So who knows? I think Coop gonna like this one right here. But if I'm being honest with myself, if I'm being, say it, go ahead and say it. If I'm being honest, man, hey man, them Saints don't look too bad on paper, man. They don't look too bad on paper, brother. You know, they still got a AK, of course. Mike T still there. I mean, you got your quarterback now. I think Derek Carr is a decent, you know, quarterback compared to what y'all had to deal with last season with all the injuries.
The Saints.
I think one thing that benefits the Saints is that y'all are in NFC South. So you know what I mean? I mean, like, we got the NFC South, we got the Bucks, we got the Falcons, and we got the Panthers. We don't know what they're gonna look like. You know, we know they're going for a quarterback in the draft, so we don't know what they're gonna look like. But they just traded away their number 1 receiver. Damn, bro, I want to throw one more team in there, and I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
Say it. I think I know what you about to say.
Ooh.
I think you about to say it. Get cold up there.
You know what I'm about to say. Nah, bro, I'm gonna keep it down south, man. You know I can't leave them boys out.
Okay,
respect. You know what I'm saying? Stephon, bro. You bought Dan Quinn back.
They cold.
You know what I'm saying? You got Stephon Gilmore, obviously Trayvon Diggs now. You obviously got one of the best pass rushers in Michael Parsons. You got a great defense. You got a great linebacker core. Offensively, there's work, of course. You know, you got an inconsistent quarterback here. You know, here and there. You know, you never know what we're gonna get from Dak. But I still like TP, healthy TP. You know, I definitely think that the Cowboys are gonna make some moves at running back, either in the draft or in free agency, to complement TP. Kind of had that Zeke and TP feel still. I think we got one of the arguably top 10 receiver in the league that played himself into that top 10 spot last year in CD Lamb.
For sure.
Michael Gallup, a full year from his ACL, full offseason from his ACL tear. Who knows what he brings to the table? And you got 2 young tight ends and a good young O-line as well.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't count them out. I think that on paper right now, they look good. And I think by the time the season starts, they'll look even better after we make a few moves.
Okay. I love y'all's list. I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet. It's not so much my favorite teams, but I'm gonna pull some teams that I really like, okay? I like what they've done. I like the Chicago Bears. Okay? Going in a great direction. I mean, last season they ended on a positive note, trending in the right direction. You moved away from David Montgomery, who had injury problems over the years and who we saw was injured last year. But you still have Khalil Herbert. Yeah. You also have a lot of money to spend. Ooh. So then you look, okay, we need a running back to complement Khalil Herbert or to be the primary back. And you still got King Henry out here. You still got King Henry out here.
Ooh.
Imagine. Okay, so we have DJ Moore, Claypool, Darnell Mooney, Cole Kmet, Justin Fields, Derrick Henry, and Khalil Herbert. Imagine.
Crazy.
That might be the best rushing team in the league.
Imagine what you have to defend.
King Henry.
Imagine having to defend that, okay? So I like what the Bears have done. I still think it's more to do. Another team that I really like what they've done, the Bengals went out and got a tackle, okay? The Bengals went out they went out and got a tackle. They got one last year, but this year they brought even a better one. If I'm not, it was Orlando Brown.
Yeah.
Orlando Brown. You leave one great team in the AFC and you go to the next.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm a lineman.
Okay.
I go where greatness.
Yeah, you go where greatness is. You protect greatness, okay? So you still bring back your core. You have those dudes at receiver, okay? Right. And then you have your boy at quarterback and you bring back a tackle with your running back, even though I don't know what's going to happen with Joe Mixon. We haven't heard much lately.
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
It's a good landing spot for Zeke, too.
Just imagine, okay. And the last team, let me dig for the last team, because the last team I had is like, but the next team I'll say the Giants. The Giants. You bring back Saquon Barkley on, I guess you call it a team-friendly deal. I don't like what they did tagging him, but you do have to pay your quarterback. It's bad business.
Yeah.
It's bad business, but you do have to pay your quarterback. It's like you pick your poison. They picked.
Yeah.
So then you gave your quarterback Darren Waller. You gave your quarterback Darren Waller. Okay? So now you have Darren Waller and you're trying to bring Sterling Shepard back and they have money to spend as well.
Yeah.
That's a team that's trending in the correct direction. Okay? So that division's crazy, but with that new coaching, I feel like they'll be contenders. They're about to get a receiver. Just wait, they're about to get a receiver.
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know who it's gonna be.
It might be a reunion in New York, man.
It might be. They have money to spend.
It's the only place he probably can't go.
Thinking about reunions, I see a nice jersey on over there, brother. And that's a jersey I'm very familiar with. So thinking about
for a reason.
It is what it is. We're gonna make today on the Scoop. We're gonna make it an early Christmas. I want y'all to get out. I want y'all to pull out a wish list. I want 1, 2, and 3. It can be anybody who's a free agent. It could be a trade. It doesn't have to be realistic. But what's the 3 things that are on your wish list? I'm gonna read off the top free agents available, and we're gonna go from there. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Odell Beckham Jr., Adam Thielen, Bobby Wagner, Dalton Schultz, Mike Gesicki, Yannick Ngakoue, DJ Chark, Jadeveon Clowney, Kareem Hunt, Marcus Peters, Denzel Perryman, Ezekiel Elliott, Shaquille Griffin, Leonard Floyd, Frank Clark, Melvin Ingram, Justin Houston, John Johnson III, Julian Love, Devin Singletary, Damian Harris, Nelson Aguilar, and Poona Ford. Now I named a lot of names. I just want to hear, what is your wish list? 1 through 3?
1 through 3.
No order.
No order. First thing I would like as a wish list is CJ Stroud with the Texans.
Okay.
I would love that. That's a personal wish list, you know. Okay. You know, that's a personal wish list for me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like CJ Stroud could be a Deshaun, kind of like how soon we forget, like we can get over that quickly. Like it's like, you know, I feel like that's one. Number 2, I would like to see Lamar out of Baltimore. I want him gone. Leave. Please. Like, if there's any type of way that he can leave. I want him out of Baltimore. The disrespect is ridiculous. I don't like it. It's annoying. I want my boy to shine. And my 3rd wish list is I want Zeke to shine. I feel like Cowboys did him disservice. You know, I know he was probably downhill or, you know, not in his best, but we saw when they needed those tough yards and those touchdowns.
Still got value for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go rookie. You know, that's my wish list. You know, get a little rookie action in on that. Yeah, I know you ain't premiered no more Zeke, or that I feel like it's in question. and this is your time to prove that?
Man, my wish list, bro. It's the reason I got on what I got on. Man. We all know the way. So we all know I'm a Cowboy fan for sure. I'll throw that out there. I'll take the hate that come with it, whatever. But man, we all know what we need for our quarterback to be at his best. We need weapons, right? We need weapons. We have CD, we have TP, we have some young tight ends, we got a decent O-line. We got Michael Gallup, who is, he's flirting with that wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 role. But I would love to move MG to a wide receiver 3. And I would just love if the Cowboys went out and they signed 1 or 2 receivers. Number 1, I'm going to just turn around. Let y'all see it, you know what I'm saying? Let y'all see it, man. Got the throwback LSU vibes, you know what I'm talking about? I would love for my Cowboys to sign Odell Beckham Jr. I think he has a lot of left in the tank. I know he's dealt with some injuries, but I think he could thrive in the position that he would be in Dallas. He don't got to be number 1. He can complement and be number 2/number 3 because MG is a decent, like I said, he's flirting with the number 2 or the number 3 role. But I would love for my Cowboys to either sign Odell or D-Hop. We've all seen the videos. He's in Dallas right now working out with Dez Bryant as we speak. I mean, he's had interactions with the fans on Dez Bryant's Instagram Live. I mean, we just let go of Zeke. We dropped that contract. We reconstructed a few contracts. I don't know why we're not trying to win now. Let's spend the bag. Let's go get somebody. Let's go be great, man. So that's definitely on my wish list. I would have to agree and say that Lamar Jackson deserves to be somewhere where he can show who he really is. I think we all know who Lamar Jackson is. He's an MVP in this league. Let's not forget. He's an MVP in this league. And let's also keep in mind for the years that he's been in Baltimore, he's been with Mark Andrews. His number 1 target has been Mark Andrews. And he's a tight end. So I would love to see Lamar. I don't know. If you're Washington, I don't see why you don't go spend a bag on Lamar Jackson right now. Yeah. You got 2 young running backs that are still not due paydays. You got a number 1 receiver, and you got another rookie receiver that showed great signs last year. You got a decent defense. I mean, if you want to compete with the NFC East and the way it's looking and it's trending upward, I don't see why you don't go spend a bag on Lamar. Lastly, for my wish list, let's see. I want to see. What do I want to see? I want to see. I don't know, bro. I want to see Jay Jettas get some. I don't want to say get some help because I mean, in his situation, it's pretty much set in stone. They're gonna have Kirk Cousins. They just released Adam Thielen. I don't know, man. I just want to see. I guess I just want to see Kirk Cousins be better. that's my wish list. That's my wish list, man. I want to see Kirk Cousins be better, bro. I think in their division, especially with A-Rod potentially leaving.
It's his shot now.
Yeah, I think it's no other. Detroit is up and coming. Let's not forget that they got some young talent. But I just want to see them boys make a push, man. I think Justin Jefferson is a premier talent. Something like we've never seen before, or very rarely seen. And I just want to see him get a good shot at making a deep playoff run. Unfortunately, they might have to run into my Cowboys and my mind might change, but hey. In the meantime, man, I would love to see Justin Jefferson, continue to prove why he's one of the best receivers that we've ever seen.
Those lists were amazing. There's all the other lists y'all gave me. I can't lie, like I'm speechless, Christmas came earlier, all right? So 1 through 3 for me, man. Number 1, I'm going to start where y'all left, man. Lamar Jackson, okay? The disrespect has been crazy. We understand that. There's not much to speak on about that. On the wish list, though, I'm going to put a team beside it.
Cool.
I'm going to put the 49ers beside it. And this is just a wish list. Oh, my goodness.
How you think they gonna pull it?
How they pull it off, I don't know.
You did say it don't gotta be realistic.
It don't gotta be real.
No, you're right. I'm like,
okay,
bro, what?
but just imagine, okay?
Nah, that's crazy.
I said a few months ago, okay, Lamar Jackson is gonna be a Dolphin. And then when I saw them restructuring contracts, I said, here we go. I said, it's time. They got Ramsey. Am I mad? No. Okay. Okay, you got Ramsey. So I put a name to the side of that Lamar Jackson. I'll put him in a 49ers jersey. You get great coaching. You have 2 receivers. And you have a great tight end. You have McCaffrey. The defense is the best in the league. I mean, you have D'Amico Ryans was gone, but you still have some dogs, bro. Your coach, the coaching is amazing, okay? That's number 1 on the wish list. Number 2 on the wish list. Can I have a reunion at the family reunion? Let's go to Cleveland, baby. Let's bring D-Hop. We're going to bring D-Hop. We're going to bring D-Hop. We're going to put him next to Coop.
Shit,
We're going to put him next to my boy Coop. We're going to have him, DPJ. We're going to have...
Chill.
That's nasty. With Njoku. Oh my goodness. With Nick Chubb.
I'm a Browns fan if they get D-Hop.
Chill out, bro.
Nah, that's crazy.
But can't that happen?
It can. No,
okay.
I didn't even think about it.
You
but
didn't
it's
even
very
think about
possible.
it. And my last thing, this is a personal thing, okay? I'm a Saints fan. I left y'all alone. I've been going for a while, and I left y'all alone today, okay? I didn't say nothing about the Saints. I didn't say anything about the Saints today. But I need them on my wish list. I need them to go sign Frank Clark. I need them to sign Frank Clark. We just got a defensive tackle from the Chiefs. I need us to go address losing Marcus Davenport.
That's big.
And because Marcus Davenport, he was a great player. A lot of injuries, okay? I need to still get Frank Clark. As far as injuries go, Frank Clark don't get injured, okay?
He's a Super Bowl champion.
He's a Super Bowl champion. He's a multi-time Pro Bowler. I need Frank Clark in New Orleans. I actually pulled up a tweet today. And I don't care what he means by it, okay?
What he say?
I don't care what he means by it. He said, in 2011, he says, this is in July 26, 2011, he says, not from New Orleans, but I love that Superdome. What is the Superdome he talking about, brother? I don't know, okay? I don't know. I don't know if that's a song lyrics, but let's bring the New Orleans, okay? That's the last thing on my wish list. I think that'll solidify that team with Derek Carr. Okay, I'm about to go into the Saints. Derek Carr, Michael Thomas, Olave. You still have AK. You have Jamal Williams.
Yeah, I just signed Jamal Williams too.
Amazing. Okay, but then if we address these issues now, pick number 29 can be somebody
very valuable.
Somebody very valuable, and we do well in the draft. Okay, I really like who we have at DB. I like who we have at DB already. Whether we go get one, whether we get an O lineman, another D lineman, I feel like we addressed that.
Facts.
The skill position lover in me wants us to go get a receiver. Rashid Shaheed, that guy, he's nice, but he's our number 3 right now. Rashid Shaheed, okay.
You know what else would be crazy?
Why can't we go get old boy from Ohio State? I'll stop. This is a wish list.
It's a wish.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna throw this in there because I completely forgot, bro. But you know what else would be crazy? And
who we talking about?
We talking about free agents right now. But what if the Seahawks, with a lot of money to spend and a lot of draft capital, what if they go get a receiver, bro?
Get a receiver?
They got a decent. Or what about a Bobby Wagner reunion in Seattle? You got Tyree. You got some DBs. You got Tyree Woolen, who's one of the best young DBs in the league.
I forgot.
Gino got his money, rightfully so. You still got DK out there. You got what's the running back?
What's his name?
Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker.
You got Kenneth Walker. What if they go get a free agent receiver?
Wow. To compete in that division, who I'm not really impressed by. I'm not impressed. That division is.
I mean, you got the 49ers, but outside of that, who knows what direction the Rams going. Hey, man.
The Seahawks.
Nobody expected them to be there last year.
I didn't even think about it.
Word.
That'd be tough.
Okay.
That'd be tough.
Okay. We have some good lists, man. Christmas came early, man. This is the Scoop with Coop. I'm back. I am back and I'm better than ever. Make sure y'all keep tuning in, supporting. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow us on social media at The Scoop IN. TL, baby, the Scoop International. Thank y'all for coming on today. Today I had Flu. I also had Big Ja Morant Special.
Coop, didn't I tell you to turn that TV on?
How far?
Yep.
Right now?
He the GOAT.
You sick.
He number one.
You crazy.
Some of them don't got the eye for it.
I feel like both of y'all are being a little disrespectful with all the respect to the champs thing. You see 2 to 3 people a game trying to block you? People don't understand the impact. Both of those 2 teams, they're not moving me.
Cause it's about to get real juicy. It's about to get juicy.